What's up, guys? Welcome back to Spoiling Movies. My name is Chris, and I'm going to talk all about a movie that I just watched, and I'm going to spoil it, tell you everything that happens, and the things that I find interesting about it. This week's movie is Blade Runner 2049. Ryan Gosling lands his ship in a foggy-ass place, and there is a protein farmer named Drax. Gosling meets Drax and says, "You are a replicant and I must take you in because I am cop." And then they get into fight. When Gaz and Drax are fighting, Drax is like, "Oh, you're one of those new models." It's like, "Ah, you Gaz bot, you replicant, you Ryan Gaz replicant." Gaz fucking like jabs him in the neck with a fucking like an ultimate neck poke. He wins the fight, has to take his eye, gets back like onto the ship. He has sent out a little drone thing to like take pictures and videos and shit. The drone saw a little flower next to the tree, this big dead tree that was on this weird farm in Fogville. And so they do like a scan of it, and there's like a box full of shit like underneath, like in the roots of that weird dead tree. He gets back to the precinct and people are walking by him just like, "Fuck you, skin job." They know he's a replicant, and then he has to go through some tests where they say certain things, and if you're a replicant they can tell because you'll make the wrong response. This movie also does the same goofy thing with product placements where you'll see like a Sony logo on a building while they're flying by, or you'll see Atari on a building when they're flying by, or a Pan Am or something. When Gaz gets back to his apartment place, he starts talking to a woman, and you think it's going to be a robot woman, which it is. So then when you do see her, I thought it was actually Miley Cyrus, stupidly, until she started talking, and I was like, oh. She kind of looks in certain angles. She looks like Miley Cyrus to me. Gaz says he has a little gift for her. They're like in love and shit. Shows this little piece of technology thing. Looks like a little vape pen thing, and that'll make him be able to take her with him. It must be like really super cool future technology, because even the hologram, when he takes her like outside onto the roof and it's raining, the hologram has like rain on it. But like when they're having an intimate moment in the rain, like about to kiss, he gets a call which interrupts him on the little device he's using for her. Gazbot has to go into the precinct, and Madam Lieutenant Lady shows him the box that he found was full of bones from a replicant, and they only know that after going zoom, 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 fucking zoom and enhance, and see, he saw that there was a little fucking thing, like a code, like imprinted in her bones or something, and she died during childbirth, which shouldn't be possible because they're replicants and they shouldn't be able to reproduce like that. Lieutenant Lady tells him to go and find that child and kill that child. Gaz goes to find out more to some weird facility where they're making the people you meet lady bot that eventually takes him into lower labyrinth, like where they can get the old information that wasn't during the blackout. She takes a little orb thing and like puts it into a computer thing, and it spins and it gives memories, and you hear the voices of Rachel and Deckard from the first one. That leads him to Origami Dude from the first one, who is now old and like gray-haired, but dressed like in white with like a black bow tie thing, and still doing his origami thing. But his beard and his outfit, he looks like Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders, Origami Dude, says Deckard finally got what he wanted. He gets to be alone. They show creepy, like, big new guy in charge of replicants, and he's got weird eyes. I assume he's a replicant because that was a big thing in the first one with the weird eyes. He like opens up a bag with a person in it, and she's all slimy, and he's being fucking cryptic and like, "You're a child born of me, and with the new world order and this and that." It's like slimy lady. And replicant lady is behind him, and he's about to. She knows he's about to kill this fucking new person, who is a replicant that maybe is born of other replicants. He slices her uterus area, her belly, and she dies. I think I'm meant to believe that replicant big guy man wants the replicant children to be able to reproduce. That way they can take over. I think, maybe? Gosling bot goes back to the place where he and Drax fought. He sees that on the tree there's a carving 6/10/21, and I thought maybe that's his birthday. Like that's what happened. Like he's the new replicant or something. Evil lady bot person goes and takes the bones from the facility to cover up the shit. Lieutenant Madam is talking to Gosling dude, ordering him to give a memory from his past. So he says, I had this horse that I used to have as a kid, and some bullies chased me to try and get the horse, and I hid it in a furnace in a place, and they never found it. I'm pretty sure they say Evil Ladybot's name is Love, and the hologram lady that Gaz likes to hang out with, her name is Joy, Joi. When Gaz and Joybot lady are going through some like library shit, they're going through some shit. They connect some things, and they see that the hologram image of the horse toy had the same date carved into the bottom of it, 6/10/21. Well, they also matched up DNA between like a male and a female. Like, I don't know if they were twins born by the same person, but like their DNA matches up exactly. I don't think that's how it works. You can't have two replicants with the exact same DNA. So that leads Gazbot into like garbage land where there are people trying to shoot his shit down, and it's really cool. They shoot this little weird like kite thing that like they hook it onto his hovercraft thing, and it like electrifies it and like brings it down to the ground. Garbage dudes like come out and try to attack him, and then they start getting blown up because the ladybot is like above in a ship from somewhere else, fucking dropping missiles on their asses so that he can escape and find that fucking child. So Gazbot is still out there searching, and he finds a place that is being controlled off away from everybody else. That is a bunch of like replicant kids, I think. A bunch of like replicant babies that have been birthed by replicants, and he's like has them in like a sweatshop. Like, you're lucky to be here, everybody's trying to kill you, but you know, if you keep making fucking whatever for me, then you know, you'll have a place or whatever. So Gaz is like, where's your records of some people from last year? He's like, I don't have records of people from last year. And he's like, bullshit. They go and find the book of records, and the pages have been ripped out. Somebody ripped out all the pages from certain years because there was a replicant born in those years, maybe. That's where Gaz decides to start, you know, delving deeper, and it looks like the place that he came from in his memory. It looks like his memory. He goes and finds his horse that was in the furnace that he thought was a memory that was implanted, and he finds it. It's right there. It's got the same shit, 6/10/21, right there on the bottom of it. So Gaz is very upset. He's trying to figure out if he's real or not real, or born. If he has a soul, he is able to go and find the memory maker, the person that makes the memories for all the replicants. She's in some like top secret facility thing, and he goes and he's able to talk to her like behind glass, and she's like making weird shit, like, and it's really cool, very cool visuals. She's like fucking like making new things, like talking about like how to create memories and whatever. But she also says that she's a replicant also. She says it's illegal to use actual like real memories, which I think is already bullshit because of the first movie. Pretty sure they used real memories and put them into other things. She's able to use some device and like look into Gaz's memories and sees that they are actual real memories, and like she starts crying because it was just such like good real memories, and he just actually has like real emotions, start fucking freaking out, and then he just fucking leaves. And the cops are out there just like, fuck, we gotta take you back in, you're fucked up. And they take him in, and he fails every test that they're giving him, that weird word test of replicant thing. Lieutenant Lady says, give me your badge and gun. I will buy you a few moments, but you have to get out of here right now. Gosling bot gets back to his apartment, and his lady hologram friend has invited a hooker person from earlier in the film. I don't know if she's supposed to be a replicant or an actual human. He's in love with his lady bot, so him and Hooker bot tries to like be the visual of herself for Gaz, while also like overlaying her. She tries to look like the hooker he's fucking. It's a big romantic moment, so that way he gets to hook up with his holographic lady friend. Gazbot takes the little horse thing to a dude that is able to tell him there's radiation on it and he needs to go to this place to check it out. Gaz uses his little fucking crazy drone bot to like test it out, and it's like there's radiation all over the fucking place and there's heat and whatever. Gazbot finds Harrison Ford in a abandoned casino somewhere in like Las Vegas or Reno or something. They have a really good fight scene where there's like cool shit happening in the background. Since they're in like a weird casino, there's like hologram fucking Elvis like singing and then just like zzz, like fading out in the background while they're like trying to find each other and shoot each other and shit. Eventually, Harrison Ford gets tired of trying to punch Ryan Gosling in the face, and they go to have a drink and just kind of chill out. Gaz finds out that the mother was Rachel, the mother of the child. Harrison Ford had to leave to save the child. He had to go away and not be able to see his child grow up. The cops find him, and Harrison Ford fucking tries to fight him off, and it's really cool. Fucking Gaz fucking fights him off too. He tries to. Gaz is like laying on the ground with like Joy bot lady like in the thing next to him being like, I love you, and fucking evil love bot lady crushes Joy. Hooker regular woman wakes up Gaz in like weird underground like sewer shit, and it's like a bunch of replicants that are all like born from replicants, I think, and I guess she was Drax dude's wife. She also says we're more human than humans. And she says like it's all very hidden shit, but like it's all about that girl. If you find that girl, you'll figure all this shit out or whatever. Harrison Ford meets with big dude in a watery room once again. Watery rooms are always the best for confrontations. Bad man dude has fucking Rachel's skull. Rachel was the girl that Harrison Ford loved in the first one. And he's like got her skull and he's like, would you like her to be alive again? And then like brings in another Rachel. And Harrison Ford's like, that's not fucking her. She had green eyes. And then fucking love evil lady just fucking... It's rude. Evil robot madman is like, you don't even know what pain is yet, Harrison Ford, but you will learn. Harrison Ford, dude, Deckard is being shipped from one place to another. Evil bot lady is taking him to a different place. Gosling, dude, shows up, starts shooting that shit. They go down in the water. There's an awesome fucking fight. Gaz gets his ass kicked by fucking bot lady. While Love is beating Gaz's ass, she's like, I'm the best one. But he also kicks back and fucking like gets her in the ship and fucking like has to drown her. Gaz saves Harrison Ford, dude. He's like, they think you drowned. So just let them think that. And then Gazbot says, like, you can actually go and meet your real daughter if you want to. I found her. Gaz gives him the fucking horse. Takes him right back to that fucking weird confined place. Harrison Ford goes and says hello to the girl behind the glass. Puts the hand on. She puts the hand on. And that's the end of the movie. It was a long movie, but it didn't feel that long to me. I actually had a good time watching it. I think I might actually like Blade Runner 2049 better than the first one because it was more like the action looked better. Everything was a little bit crisper. I thought the whole time that Ryan Gosling was going to be Harrison Ford's kid, and I don't think that's really what happened. But it's also like it's kind of hard to understand exactly what was going on. I don't really know what the fuck to say about this movie. I liked the hologram fucking girl walking around. Harrison Ford was pretty cool when he was in it. The music was the same great quality. All the fucking audio was pretty good. It felt a little Tron. The ending kind of, it felt a little abrupt. like going straight from like a fight scene in the ocean to the end of the movie seemed kind of quick, I guess. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I guess I would recommend it to people. It's actually hard to say. It's a little slow, the same as the first one. They use a lot of the same beats, and not quite as slow, I'd say. I probably should have understood this more than I did, but I don't know. Maybe you guys can explain it in the comments or something. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Please leave a comment. That way I know that you guys have thoughts as well. Peace out, y'all. Colonel Sanders Origami Dude. Colonel Sanders. Colonel Origami Dude looks like Colonel Sanders in the scene. Probably gonna cut that out, I'm sure. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna hang out while I'm doing this shit. If I'm doing this, I'm gonna fucking chill. You feel me? Whatever. I had an okay time watching.